Hi, guys. It's Wednesday and it's December the 9th, and I'm here with our third read aloud of the week since we are talking about making connections. I've got a good story to share with you today. This is called Dear Primo, a letter to my cousin, and it's by an author named Duncan Tonavta, and he was born in Mexico. He lives in the United States now, but he kind of travels back and forth, and he has family in Mexico. And as we read this today, see how you can make a connection to his family or his how he compares life in America to life in Mexico. Dear Primo, score! I just got a letter from my Primo. My cousin, Carlitos. I live in America, but he lives in Mexico, where my family is from. Maybe someday we'll meet. Dear Primo Charlie, how are you? Do you wonder, like me, what life is like far away? I live on a farm surrounded by mountains and trees. My family grows many things, such as maize. We have a burro, pollos, and a gallo. Every morning the gallo crows and crows. A burro is a donkey, gallo is a rooster, and a polo is chicken. Dear Primo Carlitos, I live in a city. From my window, I can see a bridge and cars zooming by. I can see skyscrapers too. Skyscrapers are buildings so tall they tickle the clouds. At night, all the lights from the city look like the stars from the sky. Looks like he lives in a big city, like maybe New York. Every morning, I ride my bicicleta to school. I ride it past the perros and past a nopal cactus and dogs. And he says, I ride the subway to school. The subway is like a long metal snake and it travels through tunnels underground. So, life in Mexico, life in the United States. At recess time, I play football. My friend passes me the ball. I kick it with my foot, and if I score, I yell, "Goal!" I play basketball. My friend dribbles the ball and passes it to me. I jump and shoot. The ball goes swoosh, nothing but net. When I come home from school, I help my mom cook. My favorite meal is quesadillas. I make them with cheese and tortillas. There's Carlitos in Mexico. In America, we have lots of different foods. My favorite is pizza. I like getting a slice on my way home from school. After I finish my homework, my mom lets me go outside and play. In Mexico, we have many games like trompos and canicas. Top and marbles. My favorite game is papalotes. My friends and I run and run, and with a little wind, we fly the papalote high up. You can tell that's a kite. When I finish my homework, I play games with my friends. From the building, we play by the stoop. And in each other's apartments, too. I like going over to my friend's home to play video games. In the afternoon, it often gets hot. To cool off, I jump in a small rio that is nearby. The rio is the river. In the summer, the city gets hot too. I like getting splashed by the fire hydrant when the firefighters open it up and close off the block. On the weekend, I go with my parents to the Mercado, an open air market in the town nearby. We sell maize and tunas, a prickly fruit that we grow. We also buy the food and other things we need. On the weekend, I go with my mom to the supermarket. She brings a list: milk, toothpaste, soap, and I check off the items as we put them in our cart. In the town, from time to time, they have fiestas that last 2 or 3 days. At night, there are cohetes that light up the sky and mariachis that play and play. You can tell fireworks and a band. In my city, sometimes we have parades. People in costumes and uniforms march down the street, and everyone gathers around to watch. There are charros in Mexico that I wish you could see. They do tricks with their caballos and riates. On the streets here, you can see breakdancers do flips and spin on their heads. In Mexico, we have so many traditions, such as the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. My favorite tradition is attending the December parties called posadas. At the end of each posada, there is a piñata filled with fruit and sweets. When someone breaks it, we all get to jump in. In America, we have traditions too, such as Thanksgiving, when we eat turkey, and Halloween, when we dress up to go trick-or-treating. But I have to stop writing now. My mom just told me I have to brush my teeth and go to bed. I have an idea. My Primo should come visit me. My Primo should come visit me. And that's the end. So, two cousins who live many miles apart, who have never met, and they're from two totally different environments. One from Mexico, the other from the city, like probably New York. And again, this was kind of based on a true story by this author. So again, you may not have ever been to Mexico. Maybe you don't even know anyone who lives in Mexico. But think about a connection that you can make, maybe with a family member that maybe you've never met before, that maybe lives far away, or it could be even a close friend, somebody that you maybe talk to or communicate with, or maybe your parents talk to that live in a totally different place. And you can kind of share your life and they can share their lives. So I have some relatives who live far away in California, and we don't see each other very often. And so I can kind of connect to this book, even though it's not a different country. Their lives are totally different. They have different ways that they're doing things, and their lifestyle is a little different than ours is here in the Midwest. They live close to a city and have lots of the city life and people and traffic, where our environment is very, there's a lot less people. There's more farmland, and it's a little slower paced life here. So I guess I can kind of relate to this story in that way. So sometimes we have to kind of reach beyond what the literal meaning of is the story, like with Mexico, and we kind of have to think about another way we can connect to the story, and that's kind of an example. So hopefully you enjoyed the story, and I will see you all tomorrow.